This one, you go into here, and you're taking a peek, and sorry, give me 1 second. You spot it's like a nice little like another box, not like a little chest, but just an actual box in there. It's got like nice embroiderment on the outside of it. And yeah, do you open said box up?
When you say it's a box, it's like a wooden box, you mean?
Yeah, it's like a
Or
little wooden box or something like that.
okay. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Um,
I mean, I'll bring it out of the chest and like put it out in the room and open it out here.
okay. Yep. So you open it up in there, and give me 1 second here. I want to. Um. Yes. So in here, you see, um, it's kind of a nice box. You see a tome in here.
Okay. This isn't
Is
really
that a
my
book?
realm. Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
can I read the title or anything, or is it like is it common? Is it giant?
Um. So you spot this book, and it's incredibly like you don't even recognize. Yeah, it's not in giant, but you're just like, what is this? I mean, it is probably one of the nicest books you've ever seen.
Oz is holding up his spell book and just seeing the longing in Zoran's face for this new book.
Um, you notice that uh, why don't you give me Oz and Arcana check as you spot this book?
20.
Okay, with a 20, um, this is indeed a magical item. Pretty freaking, freaking rare here. But this is known as a tome of leadership and influence.
Yo.
Um, this book contains guidelines for influencing and charming others, and it seems like it's infused with magic. Um, you'll have to take some time to kind of read through it, and it's a really dense book. But I guess I can like give you some mechanics of this because you were able to kind of roughly guess what it is. But if you spend the time to read this whole book, your charisma score increases by 2.
I need to read this book for sure.
Um,
That book is going to be most useful for probably Jimothy, the face of the group.
yes, Jimothy needs some charisma.
No, but realistically, both 80s or Asilo, I think, would benefit the most from this book.
But
I
yeah,
know some additional things about this book that I don't know that Oz would necessarily know.
yeah. So I mean, this is just like ridiculous. I don't even know how like it has come across here, but it is here in this uh very um very chest here, but it is an incredibly valuable or some sort of like copy of it or something like that. You're not even sure, but like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ladies wouldn't mind reading that bad boy.
no. But you have this. I mean, you have this item thrusted upon you. Probably probably the most broken item that I've given you guys, but I think it's fun.
No, we have a lantern, Celso. We have a lantern.
Yeah. So you have this item. Okay, so that seems to be all the chests in this room. Unless you guys want to take another quick scan of this room, give me a perception check to see if there's anything in here. But
So the chest, obviously, like the lids are heavy, so I'm assuming the actual chest is also heavy. Like I just
yeah,
want to move them a little bit from their space to see if there's anything like behind or underneath. I'm sure there's not, but since we're here.
yeah. I mean, you can roll an athletics check, but just gauging on how heavy just lifting the lid was,
Yeah.
like pushing the whole chest,
Yeah.
against this is going to be quite a difficult task. So you're more than welcome to roll an athletics check if you want, but it'll be
Asila, you want to help me? If you're on one side, I'm on the other side. I just want to slide maybe this one. Well, maybe one that wasn't super heavy. Maybe the first one? I can't remember. Are they all the same size?
yeah, they're all
I feel like
roughly the
this one.
same size.
Okay, all right, then yeah, we'll just go with the one closest to us. So,
Okay,
all right.
why don't you give me both of you give me an athletics check, please, and then make sure you guys push/pull in the appropriate
direction.
directions.
Yeah.
Which way are we pushing this? Away from the
We're
wall?
gonna we're gonna do it away from the wall. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, heave.
Ugh.
Okay.
Nah.
Collectively combined, you guys are like, oh, this is this is quite. Yeah, you're not able to like you barely kind of like budget.
Okay.
But yeah, you do. So you guys have the keys. You opened all 4 chests.
There
what
were
do you guys-
5 keys, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The old lock the keys inside the room trick. It's the key to the door.
Is there a
Yes.
dead body in here for that person?
No.
Then there must be something else.
But Celso didn't say was not yet.
There is another door through the other door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think
Maybe
we
the
could
key
try it.
goes to that door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's take the keys and go over to this door.
Okay, so you insert said key. Well, actually, it would take both of you combined to raise up the keys. Again, they're Jimothy and keys to go through the lock. If you guys want to cast Mage Hand again,
Yep.
you do so. You take the time to somehow position yourself to turn it, and sure enough, this unlocks this door.
Nice.
Perfect.
Unlock that for you, and open up said doorway. Okay. All right. So you come across another door in here. This hallway is relatively empty, and you see this door before you.
So Hades will say, "Hey, Timothy, you want to go see if this door's got any fun tricks up its sleeve?"
Timothy will investigate for funny business.
Okay. Give me the funny business check, please. Okay, a 17. It seems like the door is not locked. And it doesn't have any funny business with it. You just gotta push it to open. So it's kind of a big old heavy door.
Timothy's done with the manual labor. He will get out of the way for the big people.
Asilo! You and me need to open this door.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I'm
give me an
guessing
athletics, please.
athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Maybe I should have cast guidance on myself again.
That's not gonna cut it. But that will, and you're able to open up this last door, revealing one more chest in there. To your left here, sorry. Got to open it. There you go.
I feel like I'm gonna look at the key ring and be like, Didn't we use all these keys already?
So, yeah, funny enough, you see another chest in here, and then you see kind of like at the opposite end of the wall there, it seems like some sort of like crumpled statue thing into the wall. It's a bit weird.
Can I investigate the statue to see if we can recognize what it is?
Yeah, why don't you give me an
Who it
investigation?
is?
Yeah, why don't you give me an investigation check there, Bophades, please?
I'll take a look at the statue as well.
Okay. You may also roll.
Hmm.
Can I look around the room while they're paying attention to the statue?
Okay. You may roll perception or investigation. Okay. 15, 10, 10. Yeah, so you kind of both look at it. And you're able to kind of both identify that this is some sort of like maybe some former girl or something like that. It is of a frost giant. You notice that its hand is crumpled, and some of the rocks are kind of like on the ground there, and whatever was like seems like a scythe of some sort is kind of like the end of it is like crumpled onto the ground there.
Okay.
That's what you can both see with that. Zorn with a 15. Yeah, you're kind of looking around the room, and you spot something that's a bit odd. It seems beneath one of the rocks that both Oz and Jimothy are kind of like standing at.
I will point out, hey, that looks kind of odd, just so I know that they don't step on it or something,
Yeah.
and get a little closer to take a look at it.
Okay, so you kind of like you're gonna need to roll like an athletics check to kind of push this rock out of the way to see revealing what's below it, but you just see like some sort of like metal object of some kind.
And his name is John C.
All right. The D4. And sure enough, you spot the kind of broken end of a key, like the pronged part. So now you're gonna have to, it's almost like all the prongs or whatever, but now you're gonna have to like, I don't know, somehow make a makeshift key or something like that, but you have the broken end of it.
I will point that out to my group that it's a broken key, but it seems like all the parts are here. So, does anyone have any glue, tape, something?
Bubble gum, just
Bubble gum?
a paper
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah. Something to repair something. What would I have?
We have a torch that has, like a handle to the torch. Maybe we could use.
Yeah, is the key big enough where if I use like maybe rope or something, I could maybe tie it to... No, that wouldn't work either. I don't know. Thoughts? Anyone?
Let's see if we
No
can
luck.
find. Why don't we search the rest of the room to see if we can find the other half of this key?
I thought she had all the pieces.
Yeah, don't I have all the pieces?
No, sorry. So no, you only have like the kind of like the teeth part of it. You don't have like the full thing. So you have to
gotcha.
either make a makeshift one or like, or do something else, or maybe mend it or whatever. You have any abilities to that respect?
Then yeah, I will start searching around the room to see if I can find another piece of this key, if I can.
Okay. Give me another perception check, please.
Oh, Can I use my smith tools to try and repair it? Does that?
Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah, if you want to roll them.
Yeah, maybe I'll take some time to heat it over the brazier and try and kind of mend it as best I can with the smith tools.
Okay. All right. So
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna need some metal or something as well to kind of utilize it, unless you're gonna just melt the key, you know.
Yeah. Can I go fish my dagger that's been sitting in that brazier?
I mean I guess it depends how hot it is.
I mean, like mage hand it out and like.
I mean you could mage hand the globule, I guess that's there.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. Can you? I guess. I mean, it's less than 10 pounds. I'm not seeing any reason why not to not allow you to do that.
But I was just gonna kind of take that globule, right, and try and like, because we just need to extend the key, right? Like the teeth are on there, and so it just needs like the flat
Yeah.
piece, and like a little flat area to try and be able to.
Yeah.
So I guess
okay.
your mage hand could manipulate the hot metal to make it into like a rod, you know,
Okay.
for the key.
Well, that's what the smith tools are for. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you roll them and see how well you do there.
Looks like it's just a strength check.
I guess that's what it is. I mean, it kind of makes the most sense, but I'll let you argue on something else potentially. But
13.
Okay, I see some of the activities there. Sharpen a dull blade, repair a suit of armor, sunder a non-magical metal object. Yeah, unfortunately, with 13 is probably not enough to achieve that unless you give it a go again or try something different.
Yeah.
Bofades, let me cast guidance on you before you go out, or I'll come out or whatever. Let me cast guidance on you to help you out.
So
Maybe.
I will let you try again, but then afterwards you just don't have enough material to accomplish this.
Okay. So I'll try again, and I'll use guidance.
All right. 18. Okay, this time, yeah, you're kind of able to maybe retrieve a bit more from the brazier that's there, and you're able to. Not sure if you have anything to really quench it or anything like that. You should probably just let it cool, but you are able to create kind of a relatively rough, potentially brittle.
And we'll call it my sacrifice, and I will quench it with my wine bag.
What? Okay.
So I will pour some wine on there.
All right. I'm going to tell you this manufacturing is pretty rough, but you do have that. And yeah, you stick it in there, and you're able to unlock this chest. As soon as you unlock,
not the first time I've stuck something in. Never mind. I'm going to stop right there.
As soon as you stick this and turn in there, you notice that the statue in front of you, like the eyes, where the eyes are two almost kind of like openings. They're kind of like the eyes kind of like reveal like portals open up, and a flock of birds fly into this room in here, and I will have everyone roll for initiative.
Yes. Actually, just have them all attack Oz. He's front and center.
Okay, sorry. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Okay. All right. So top of round one, as you see this flock of birds, and they're like swarming and they're trying to peck at you. It is a silo. A silo, you are up.
Okie dokie. I will get annoyed at the foundry because it won't pop out the order list like it usually does. And I will move over towards the closest one. And I will take a crack at it with my Warhammer.
Okay, give it the old crank.
And what the fuck just happened?
What? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what's going on with the game.
Yeah, I have no idea what just happened.
It looks like it rolled
was
two
it
20s
13
and two different sets of damage, it seems. I'm not
But
sure
it's only
what's
showing one, and it was the first one.
Yeah, I see a 13.
Yeah, mine. It's saying it was a 13 plus, so it's plus 6 to hit, so a 19 to hit.
Okay, I guess we'll just go with that. But I saw like two
Wait.
physical
Yeah,
sets of
I saw two different dice rolls.
So in our last combat, didn't you have something about you had disadvantage or something? But I don't know what would trigger that to keep happening.
yeah.
Effects.
I mean, it looks like you're I mean, I see like a concentration thing on yours, but I don't think that
Yeah,
would
it's
affect
yeah,
it.
A shield of faith, but I wouldn't be concentrating on that anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well, regardless, 19 does hit.
So I will savage attacker that initial roll.
Okay.
So 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That all goes through.
And I don't know if they're undead or not.
They are not undead.
Okay, so then it is just 13 standard damage. Let me see. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Up next is Jimothy. Jimothy, you see a bunch of birds in here.
Okay. Can I distinguish them individually, or does it just seem like it's a big flock of them?
Yeah, it seems like maybe even a swarm of them.
A swarm. All right. Well, I will throw a psychic dagger, I guess, into the swarm.
Yeah. I understand why they have swarms, but it just cracks me up, like how they all look just like a little cluster of.
Yeah,
Like, oh, you
imagine
see
if
this
one of us
huge
used like a
swarm, and they fill
rapier.
up one square.
14.
A 14 does hit. Which one are you hitting? Are the one next to a silo or the other?
Yeah, I'll go for the one next to a silo, I guess. Since,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. 14 does indeed hit.
And I guess I will sneak attack it. Sure.
Okay. All right. So, how much total damage there?
I'll savage attacker, I guess, my d6 there. So so 14 psychic damage.
All right, that is enough to describe 9 kill.
I always wanted to like poof into feathers.
Okay, they all poof, 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 poof. You like shoot and you hit a bunch of them, and they all like fall down. And then this one is dead.
Okay, then I guess I will target another one. I'll do the one next to Oz.
Okay.
Section. For 6 damage.
Okay. They will take that.
And I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right. Next was the dead one. They're dead. It is Bofades' turn.
Bofades is gonna come here. And he will tap Oz on the old back and hit him with I guess if he's accepting of it. Cure wounds.
Okay.
Nice.
Or 14.
Let's go.
I'm no longer bloodied. I've been bleeding this whole time.
I know. You're welcome. I considered doing it earlier, and I probably should have.
You're just they're bleeding out. Yeah.
And let's see. I can't cast a cantrip or anything since I did a spell, right? That's.
You can cast a cantrip. Yeah. It just. Yeah, you can actually.
Oh no, I'm a liar. That was a whole action.
Oh yeah, it's cure
I
wounds.
didn't do
Already.
healing words. So cool. I will. I'm gonna yell at the birds and use unsettling words. So if they have a saving throw, they need to subtract a D8, and I suppose it didn't roll that when I clicked on it, so I will.
What unsettling birds are you saying?
Swarm of birds, more like flock of seagulls. I don't know.
Which is also a bunch of birds.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, we're gonna need to work on those, Oliver. We're workshopping it. We're workshopping it. You don't cast that too often, so I'll let it slide here. Okay. Any movement, or are you sticking around?
No, I will stand by Oz.
Okay. Up next is Oz. Osmanthus, what are you doing?
Oh, lukewarm turds.
Yeah. These things are right there, 10 feet away. I'm gonna try and hit the swarm with some fire.
Fire, Scarecrow. Or Scare Raven.
Yeah, would you say a 9 connects with these flock of
No.
seagulls?
It looks like you privately rolled it.
You privately rolled.
Oh, okay, I did.
It's funny
Thank you.
seeing your die because it was all question marks.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, a 9 misses.
They cannot be stopped.
They're invulnerable.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Up next is Zoran. Zoran, what do you got?
I'm gonna. I guess they are attacking it. They're just normal birds. Are they crows or something?
I said scare crows, but they're actually ravens. And that's
Oh. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And I'm
Okay.
going to ask them. Well, no, I'm going to say, why are you attacking us? You should leave this place.
Okay. Why don't you give me a persuasion check there? Oof.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. I will respond accordingly. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Not near anyone. I could maybe move to a silo and cast. No. Oops. No, I was here. No, I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry, I was thinking a cantrip, but my cantrips are not bonus actions. They're just actions. So
you gain the ability
No.
to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Okay. All right. So the birds will be like, "Fuck you, we're birds," and will come and attack Bofides there because he's the most immediate. They're gonna do some. They're gonna beak at you.
What a bunch of jerks.
now I'm wondering
Uh,
why when I cast this, do I hear them like talking shit as they're like trying to attack us?
Yeah,
I
they're
wonder
like,
if that happens.
you stupid
Yeah.
human beings that are not all human." But they all look the same. You all bipedal folk. And they're like pecking at you. Bofides, does a 15 hit your AC?
Yeah, meets pizza.
All right, you will take 11 points of piercing damage, please.
right.
Okay, that will be its turn. Top of the round, a silo.
I will
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not think we would make it to round 2, but here we are.
move up to the opposite side of the birds that are attacking Bofides and attack them and try and get rid of the birds.
All right. All right. 24
So-
does indeed hit.
Would that be with advantage?
Yeah, so I guess whatever that higher. No, yeah, it's really bizarre. Sorry, it's throwing me off that you're rolling 2 sets of dice, but yes.
At that time it only rolled 1d20, but all the extra damage dice.
Gotcha. Okay. A 24 does hit for sure, and a 19 would hit as well.
Okay, so that would be 13 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, they will take that. They are still up, looking. A lot of the birds have fallen, but some of them are still flying about. I guess that's the best way to describe bloodied for a swarm. So, like, not all of them are there.
Oh, I am a dumbass. I forgot I have a second attack.
Oh, it's been a long time. Please feel free to take this one.
Oh, maybe it did roll 2 last time.
All right. Well, you got advantage, so
Why is it do I?
yeah, it's really throwing me off here. But
So a 19 to hit
19 does indeed hit.
for 14 bludgeoning.
All right, and that is enough to describe your kill there.
As the last bird of the swarm is flying around, I sweep across sideways and just kind of like splatter Bofides with the impact.
All right.
Like drops and feathers flying towards him.
Yeah, so yeah, you take the time to do that, and it just poof, and Pofade is just like, what the hell just happened? You're like hit with like a feathered pillow or something. And you have bested these, and you are out of combat.
Dang, so I can't ask any of these birds who sent them. Who do you work for?
No. But weirdly enough, then afterwards, the chest pops open by itself after you bested these birds.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oz and I are standing right next to the chest. What do we see without touching anything?
You see, it seems like a long maybe scroll tube or something. And
Is
that's
that
it.
what our elf eyes see?
Yes, your elven eyes see some sort of like scroll tube. It's kind of long, relatively slender.
Um,
I'll gr-
Oz, do you want me to grab it?
I will mage. Well, I don't know. The last time I tried to mage hand something, I blew myself up. I'll just grab it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you have it now. Are you gonna pop it open? Sorry, I'm just kind of reading something there.
Yeah. If there's like, if it's in like a tube, I'll try and find, something to twist off, slide off, or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's got like a nice like twistable cap, and you kind of it's relatively nice, and you twist off the cap,
Anything inside?
and there seems to be a long scroll in there rolled up in there.
Well, I've got time, so I'll pull the the scroll out and take a peek at it.
All right, so you unroll it, and it's not like your traditional scroll that you've been observing or anything like that. In fact, this isn't a scroll like the magical kind at all. It is indeed a map. There seems to be some writing. It seems like the map of kind of like the north here of, but on the map there is some writing to it.
Well, can I read the writing?
What languages do you speak, please?
Common, Elvish, Celestial.
None of those languages are.
So,
What seems to be
when I saw Oz unraveling the map, I wonder if I can decipher anything. So I can do common, dwarfish, elvish, giant, orc for some reason.
Okay, so it seems some sort of variant of dwarvish. But it's going to require a little bit of intelligence to kind of understand here. So I'm going to need you to give me an intelligence roll here, because it's not exactly dwarvish. It seems some sort of dialect. Or if you have any other roles you'd like to suggest that would be in.
Then
All right, both 80s.
Yeah, go ahead with these.
Can I just cast comprehend languages?
You may also do that.
All right. I'm just gonna do that.
It says though you also understand written language. Okay. So yeah, you okay, so I'll say Zoran that you've determined that this is the language or the dialect of the writing of the Derigar. And so you convey that to Bophades, and Bophades, yeah, sure enough, you're now able to read this kind of like maybe little underdark and slash dwarven mix here. And it says sorry, what's up exactly here? I'll read it out here. Okay. second. What the heck is it? It's in one of my mini tabs here. Okay. It says to the Grand Dame of Musgart. Attached on the other side of this, you will find a map to my castle. It is of utmost importance that you arrive as promptly as possible, for my efforts are nearly completed. Beware that the trek is dangerous, but very much worthwhile of your time. All the best on your travels. Signed, Zardarok Sunblight.
I will, of course, relay all that to the group.
Yeah, so the name, Grand Dame Musgart is the individual. Pull that out of here.
Grand Dame.
Oops, I just said that as a swarm of ravens. um, Question mark? Yes. Who the hell is that? But on the other side of the map, the other side of this parchment here, you've marked, and it's marked the location of the Zardarok Castle. And so it is exactly after what you're seeking for.
Excellent. So now we have a plan-ish and a question.
Yes.
Why do the frost giants have this map? That's the
was
question.
That was the second question. Okay. Ancient Giant King has the map that we need. I love it. All right.
Yeah, and that's like kind of the first thing. And that's what you spot with the chest kind of barely open there. You guys can open it up and take a look as well if you'd like.
Yeah, well, I figured we would open up this one and see what else is in here.
Okay. You open it up and it's almost like well, why don't you give me a perception check, please? As you kind of peek in. This one seems to be it's kind of weirdly shaped in some sense. Oh, your dice are private there again. Okay, perception. Yeah, so you kind of look into here, and it seems like as you're kind of peeking in, it seems like there's something like, I don't know, like a little like tab or something at like the corner of the base of this this chest here. It's kind of a bit odd.
Anybody else see this weird tab thing in the chest here?
Yeah,
Timothy will inspect it to see if it looks like a secret lock or something.
Jimothy, yeah, why don't you give me another perception or investigation? Peek through there. I'll give you the option there. 21. Yeah, sure enough, you gather, with a 21 here, that this has some sort of like secret bottom potentially. Now, with this roll with 21 that you gather, you've kind of seen some type of mechanism like this before, where if you open this up not delicately, you destroy whatever is being preserved. So it is going to require, some set of
finesse,
some roll, of course, and some finesse. Yes, some dexterity, if you will.
I feel like Timothy's capable of doing this.
Okay.
Can I cast guidance on you?
Oh, yes.
I will enhance ability on Jimothy, and we will do Cat's Grace.
Excellent.
I am going to
You gotta throw the kitchen sink at this.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use words of. Did you guys ever watch that wedding couple retreat? Where they were all angry at each other, and the yoga guy, was always like encouragement, and he squeezed butt cheeks.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna provide Jimothy with unfailing inspiration, and he gets to add one of my bardic die to his ability check.
Okay, so you have all this. I would
I'm
say
gonna
this is
stand
probably
in the corner and yell, "You can do it!"
I mean, I just imagine Jimothy was like, "Oh, this is really delicate, might break," and we're all like, "What the hell?" So,
So yeah, I will say that this is going to be the toughest check, or one of the toughest checks you guys have had all the campaign. So it's
Sleight
good
of
thing
hand?
doing this. It can be either sleight of hand. Yeah, sorry, sleight of hand hit it, please. Thank you. I was about to say stealth, but no, it's sleight of hand. You do get advantage because it re-rolled, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I guess.
it rerolls ones, so
Yeah, you would still get advantage though from.
The Cat's Grace, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
and now you
Now-
get guidance.
Now add
and
your
a-
D4 and then add your D8 from
D8.
Bardic Inspiration.
$33.
Okay. It was DC 32. Let's go, buddy.
32.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
like the hardest DC. I've said DC 30, but I was like, you could probably get this.
Boom.
So you have successfully opened this up, and you reveal below. It almost looks like it's really odd. It looks like do you guys remember like the vuvuzelas, like the World Cup, like long horn things?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It looks like that, but at the mouth of it, or the large kind of like the part there seems to be like some sort of like lion's like head attached to it. Like some sort of lion's head carving, although it looks really realistic. And you have obtained what is called the Horn of Blasting. You can use an
oh my
action
God,
to
did you
speak the
just
horn.
give Jimothy a Did you just give Jimothy a fart machine?
So you can use the horns. You can use an action to speak the horn's command word and then blow the horn, which emits a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone that is audible 600 feet away. Each creature in the cone must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d6 thunder damage and is deafened for 1 minute. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't deafened. Creatures and objects made of glass or crystal have disadvantage on the saving throw and take 10d6 thunder damage instead of 5d6. Okay, now here's the interesting part. Each use of the horn's magic has a 20% chance of causing the horn to explode.
No.
I'm just giving this to you because I was like, oh, like this is gonna be kind of a pretty hard check on the Arcana wise, but I really wanted. I was like, this is wild that they throw this in. So you have this crazy horn with you.
Wow.
So,
how often can I use the thing?
I believe, yeah, it's just an action. to use
Once.
it.
As many times as you want, but it could blow up every time.
It's a 1 in 5 chance to causing it to explode, which is pretty risky in my opinion. But
I'm doing it every turn, every action.
This is how we all die.
Actually, I'm probably just going to wake up the party the first night we sleep. I'm going to wake up the party in the middle of the night with it.
Just blows up.
That'll be real great when we all fail to save, have to take 10d6 thunder damage, are all deafened, and then it explodes for another set of fire damage inside the tiny hut.
It seems like just the
One of
wild
us is going to be
item.
sleeping outside the hut.
Crazy. It is a rare item, a wondrous rare item. So, okay, so you have this. As you pick it up there, Jimothy, you feel, it's really nice. Like you sense that this is also pretty valuable in itself, not just like of the use of it, but also just like, as a collectible and as like it would sell for a pretty penny to someone of interest. So
Won't find out how much.
because you're gonna be below. Okay. So you have this. You have this map. That's about as good of a haul as any is coming into here. What are you guys gonna do next?
I guess it's time for us to leave, right? There's no other rooms to explore in here, I don't think.
Yeah, it seems like you guys kind of cleared up
And-
everything.
Yeah, I say
so-
we leave and maybe figure out from the map how to get to Zardarok Sunblight's castle. And on the way, we can try and figure out who this Grand Dame is, if it's a name for someone we know. Maybe one of the speakers.
I thought you were about to say, "Oh, who this Grand Dame is? I wonder if it's like a man or."
No, maybe it's someone we've met. Maybe someone's, feeding info to Zardarok.
Could be.
Is it
Could be Speaker Duvessa. We don't know.
Jean-Claude Van Damme or Grand Dam?
Could be that. All right. Okay, so you guys had a couple other things. You guys can meet at Goliaths, or are you guys this is gonna take focus here? You've heard about this individual Zardarok for quite a bit of time now. But
We need probably to do the more side quests, more leveling. I don't know. Should we touch base with the Frost Giants again?
They're still outside, aren't they?
yeah,
the
you
living
could go
ones.
chat
Yeah.
with them if you'd like.
Whoops.
Oh, yep.
You've got the Horn of Blessing there. Nice.
All right, now roll a D100 and let's see if this thing explodes.
I can't hear anyone.
Come again?
What?
Huh?
You're all just okay, so you guys gonna go back to kind of like the circle there and chat with them?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought the Frost Giant ghosts vanished when we.
Yeah, they did vanish when the thing opened up.
Yeah.
Try to go back out there again if you guys like.
That's the way we came in, so we're gonna have to go
Yeah,
that
we're-
direction anyways.
Okay, so I will activate that. Bring you guys all back here. All the dead
Are there-
bodies.
Any dudes out here? Any Jarls?
There are. So as you actually exit the again the chamber door closes up, and the largest the one that's sitting there that Frost Giant appears before you, and it says, "I hope these items have been fruitful and useful for you. Did you seek what you are after?"
Yeah,
Maybe
got
he
Yes.
knows what the potions are.
what I needed.
Oh. So there were a couple of potions that we found They weren't labeled. I'm sure that was an oversight. Do you know what they might be?
Oh, wow. You get these items. You're like, wow, what a dig. They're like, it is beyond me. I do not know. I am not an alchemist.
I didn't pass the test to go in.
Like, why do you think I'm dead here?
I feel like it's basically the equivalent of like, this is grunt work, and I don't know, I don't know how the sausage gets made. I just know there's a potion.
Yes. You will find use for them. I am sure there is an opportunity to figure it out.
Okie doke. Do we
Sounds
have
like
anything else
DMC.
to ask them?
We could ask about the Grand Dame. Whatever.
Do you know who this Grand Dame of Musgard is?
I do not know personally who that is. I am aware, though, that amongst the Dergar, that this individual of quite prominence must be a Dergar herself. That's what you know.
Okay.
That's all it says.
Have you heard anything from Tessag? She doing okay? Our frost giant friend?
She has not come before the Jarls yet. She must be still in recovery. Will you go to this Sardarok?
Yes, that's what our plan is.
Good. Achieving your goal here will gain quite a favor with the Frost Giants.
Well,
It will
we
establish
hope-
peace between us and the small folk.
We hope to do that. Peace is the ultimate goal between the small folk and the giants.
Yes. Well, be very careful. The journey will be dangerous, and I've heard that he is up to something quite nefarious.
Well, we'll find out what he's up to.
Okay. All right, and then he will dissipate, and you guys are again surrounded by the empty set of chairs with a new quest along the way here.
I forget, did they give us something to indicate that like we're on their side? I think, did they try to give us a medallion or something? But it was like too big. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, I think if I remember correctly, sorry, I forgot recalling her. I think Tessa gave you something. I'll have to go back. But you I mean, you have the horn. I mean, that in itself.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Is valuable.
Alrighty.
That will be quite an indication.
I just don't know if we
so-
will run into other frost giants on our quest. And
Right.
I want to make sure they know we are on the same side.
So we'll say that you'll use that, and that'll be kind of an indicator that they will not fuck with you for now. Okay. So we will stop there for the evening, and then pick it up there next time with you guys heading to the castle here.
Do we
We
want to
might
head
take a
straight to the
rest.
castle?
Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do ahead of time?
Don't go that way. That'll take you straight to the castle.
It's like right next door. We look at the map. It's like 5 days or 1 day journey.
Wait, that's it in the distance. I see it.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'd
We'll
like to
probably
level
try to
up.
identify the potions.
You want to identify the potions? Yeah, sure.
I mean, just over time.
No, that's fine. We can do those now. Okay, do you have like you want to do some Arcana checks for me? Or...
I'll just drink both of them. Then we'll know what they are.
You could do that.
Potion of shrinking and a potion of growth.
If you
But different parts of my body.
If you identify, you can have immediately what they are, or you can roll for them and see.
Yeah, I'll have to spend time with them.
I'll put the
That's okay.
potions in a zone of truth and ask them what they are.
That is also an option.
You said Arcana?
Yes, please, thank you.
Ew. 13.
Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately that's not enough to identify either of them.
Well, I'll just keep at it for the rest of the day. I'm like, we're probably not traveling today, right?
I don't think so. I think we should maybe rest, but also I assume Asilo or Bofades or Jimothy are going to read that
I would like
Tome
to-
of Leadership and Influence.
Yeah.
I don't know who is going to take that or, read it.
I think, well,
Is Bart?
it's going to be between Bofades and Asilo to fight that one out.
Yeah. Is charisma your primary stat for either of you guys?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
my stat. Yeah.
Is both
They
of you guys'
both-
primary or?
Yeah.
Ah,
You do
Well,
a
I don't know,
good old
Paladin
fashioned
has like 3, but
roll off. You can roll for it. Roll a straight d20. That could be one way of doing it, or you could fight to the death. That's another way.
Yeah. I mean, but it's also a book, so can't one of you read it and then the other person could read it after? I'm just kidding.
that's not how that works.
Probably.
It's magical.
I know.
Yeah.
I would assume no.
Yes.
I mean, I would like it, but Asylum, if you have strong opinions about wanting it, I'll roll off with you.
No, you're more than welcome to have it. I'm
fashion roll off.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll
I will
off.
take it. Nope, I accept the take. I will take it. Start reading it.
I accept the generosity.
All right.
Benevolence is recognized in every time I've healed you.
All right. So
I think I've given myself more useful healing than you have.
Hey, I tried.
I appreciate your attempts. They have
So,
not gone unnoticed.
yeah, so ladies, you open up this book, and it's like you're reading it's like you're reading like the Canterbury Tales or something like that, and the old dialect. You were like, what the like, it is the most dense, intense, probably you're like, what is all this weird characters, but you're understanding, you're slowly picking it up, but you're gonna be like, this is gonna be a gruel to get through. And it is going to take some time for you to get through it and get its effect. So it will not be immediate.
Perfect. No, understood. I will continue to read when we are traveling and things of that nature.
Okay.
As we
So-
go on through this.
All right, I will say that you can mark. So you could keep this to yourself. You can say you can mark an hour of reading time for it.
Okay.
We'll save for that mechanically. You actually probably spend longer time, more than an hour reading it, but that's really if somebody who was truly understood this language and the writing and everything would quickly, but it's such old and archaic, you really have to go through slowly. You're kind of like a child reading for the first time or something like that.
It's like reading the first 3 chapters of Dune.
That's dense.
Those are fucking rough.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, dude. I don't care all about all this sand and shit.
All these names.
Or maybe you did.
This is I assume I'm reading the textbook that was written by the professor of the class for
Yeah.
physics 1 or something, just incredibly boring. This is dense. There's a lot of material in here.
I don't know where it's going, but I hope I'll get there someday.
Yeah. Now this is pretty valuable. So I will provide you when you get a little bit more into it, maybe next time here, a little bit of a, like what you read, a little bit of like a synopsis and stuff like that, so you can not just be like, all right, this is just a bunch of random gibberish. But okay. So yeah, with that, we'll stop there for the evening, I guess. And get up there next time, guys.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna go to
Alrighty.
bed. Good to see you guys again after like
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will say definitely we will finish it this year. This AP. You guys are in like this next part. A little hint here is probably pretty stinking important. So bring your A game for sure for these next however many sessions it takes.
It only took a blizzard to get enough of us stuck at home to play D&D again.
Yeah.
Hey, Poofies and I don't have to worry about a blizzard, but
Hurricane.
Hurricane. Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, guys.
Well, y'all have
Yeah.
a good night, and we will see you next time.
Yep. See you guys later.